EmceeTV.
Yo, what's good? It's your boy Wilson. You watching EmceeTV The Podcast. Tonight's very extra special guest is the one and only
D to the motherfucking Z.
You know what it is. What's happening, homie? You coming in live from Seattle.
What's up, big dog? How you doing?
I'm good, bro. How you been?
I've been good, man. I've been staying busy.
Me too. Been working, been cooking up these beats. I'm feeling good, bro.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Yeah, that one you just sent that we're knocking out right now, that's gonna be something special. I can't wait to hear the finished product.
Yeah. I'm ultra excited for that one. And I think it's gonna be a big hit. I'd like to come out there and try and put together a video and do it up right.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm with that.
Hell yeah. I've been wanting to come out there and fuck with you anyway. So, you know what I mean? This would be just another reason to come out there and put it down in Seattle and kick it with you for a minute.
It's all good. Let's do it. I'm ready for you. Seattle's a beautiful place during the summertime, so this is basically the best time to come, you know?
Hell yeah. Man, I know you probably seen this. Your homie Kurupt just announced he got a new album coming out with Rakim and Master Killer. What you think about that?
Man, that's cool, but I think that I thought you were gonna say that his new solo album, executive produced by Snoop Dogg, fully produced by Battle Cat, coming out on Death Row. I thought that's what you were gonna bring up.
Hey man, I'm ultra excited for both of the projects, but yeah, that one's massive.
Yeah, I'm ultra excited too for Kurupt in general. You know what I'm saying? That's my bro. You know what I mean? And just we go way back, and yeah, man. Just we were text messaging, you know, last week type deal. I was just checking up on him, making sure his health was good and stuff like that, because I had heard that he had went through, you know, some health problems and whatnot like that. So he's just told me he's just getting back on track and trying to just live a healthy lifestyle, basically, you know?
Yeah, man, you and him both legends, man. That's dope to know y'all stay connected like that and just, you know what I mean, just be tapping in with each other.
For sure. And I just talked to Daz, you know what I'm saying, day before last, because I just felt like me and Daz need a new record or two, you know what I mean? I want to include Daz on one of my new projects that I'm coming out with.
Hell yeah.
And he hit me right back and he said, it's good, let's do it. So just gonna make something for him to get on, and yeah, bro, you know?
Did you ever think you was gonna be at a spot like that where you could just shoot somebody of, you know what I mean, Daz or Kurupt or whoever's status and just be like, hey dog, let's do a track, and they just hit you right back like, yeah, fam, let's do it?
It's pretty crazy, isn't it?
That's wild, bro. Yeah.
I mean, and it's been going like that for a long time now. There's a ton of people that I just reach out to and they respond right away. It's like it's unreal.
Yeah, you definitely earned it, man. You've been pounding the ground and paving the way for a long time.
I guess maybe they heard of me by now, or they look at my page and see, you know what I'm saying, this guy's official, he's serious, he's doing a thing or two, and he got some good music. Let's go ahead and make it happen, you know?
Yep.
So yeah, it's been really special to be able to do that. You know what I mean? Shout out to all the big dogs and all the legends, you know what I'm saying, reaching back down, trying to pull me up and giving me an opportunity to make songs with them.
Hell yeah. Yeah, bro. I was just bringing in some people on Facebook real quick. I had a couple people hit me up. They were like, "Hey, man, I seen your live."
Oh, it's all good, man. Get us as many spots as you can. I got a new album that just came out with Domino, the legendary Domino from Long Beach. It's called Magic. So shout out to Domino. You know, he's a legendary artist from the West Coast, and I've always had a bridge with him. And yeah, we got a hot new album out. So go check it out. It's streaming on all platforms right now.
Yeah, that's dope, bro. How did that one come together?
Well, Domino is somebody that I featured on my third album called the Northwest Wing, and he was in Seattle, and this is 2006, 2007, I want to say, right around the time I had just got out of college, like a year or so before that, and I was back living in Seattle, and somebody hit me up and said, hey, you heard of Domino? And I was like, yeah, of course, bro. And they were like, man, he's staying in Bellevue, Washington with some white girl. You know what I mean? If you want to do a song with him, I could link that up. I forget who the person was, or maybe I just reached out direct. I can't remember, but long story short, I got a verse from him on my third album, The Northwest Wing. And then he disappeared at the end of the summer. We kept in contact all that summer, you know what I'm saying, in '07. And he disappeared and went back to LA or Long Beach or wherever he stays at. And I hadn't talked to him in 20 years. And I had been getting a lot of hooks from these two guys that I always work with, Actual from Atlanta and Matt Black from Oakland. And I had so many records with them, and I think we were going through like some turbulence in our relationship, our music relationship. We were going through some turbulence, and so I basically just started reaching out to some cats that, you know what I'm saying, I may have worked with in the past, or some new cats for some hooks,
Okay.
And so I hit up Domino. I think I had made a record and was like, man, I could totally hear Domino on this, And so I hit him up and reached out to him and told him, hey, bro, I got a song with Snoop Dogg I want to get you on, and I got a song with Ice-T I want to get you on. And I could totally just hear you doing the hook on both of them. Can I get 2 hooks from you, you know what I mean, for those? He did those 2 hooks and sent them back, and they were so dope. I said, man, we're so long overdue, bro. I think we got to do a group album, because I've been in this group album mode, And
Yeah.
we always had a bridge and a connection. And, Domino is like somebody that works off of like energy and vibes. And, if you're vibrating at a high frequency, you know what I mean? He seems like he's a person who really doesn't have much negative bullshit around him type deal, you know what I mean? He'll just go MIA and you'll never hear from him for 20 years or something,
Yeah.
So we always got like a good rapport and a good relationship. That's like a big brother to me type deal. And yeah, bro, we just made a hot album. And in the process of making the album, I was like, bro, this is going to be magical, And I was like, man, we've been making some magic lately. And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just call the whole album Magic, because this got like a magic feel to it. You know what I mean? Because he's so melodic and like comes with like a different style of rap than, like, you know what I'm saying, like a rapper like me or you. You know what I mean? He's like in a whole different lane with this shit.
Yeah, he's definitely got a lot of like he pioneers his own style, basically.
Yeah, he's pioneered his own style, and I even see remnants and resemblance of his style in, newer artists doing what he's did 20 years ago now, with the rapping and the singing and, stuff like that. So he's definitely an OG. He's definitely my big bro, and he's definitely a dope artist to work with. He makes great music. Everything to me that we did is a hit song.
For sure.
So yeah,
Yeah.
shout out Domino, man. I love you to death. Appreciate you for everything. You know what I mean? Anybody that's tuning in, like I said, the album's available on all platforms, and it's super dope.
Yeah, it's straight heat. It's definitely well worth your time.
You checked it out?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Every track?
Yep.
Yeah, it's a good album, bro. I'm really pleased with it. You know what I mean? And Vitamin D did all the production and all the mixing, and my guy Justin Weiss, Tracks Works Mastering Studios out in San Francisco, did the mastering, and the photo doctor went crazy on the artwork. I told him, the concept that I wanted it like a carnival kind of feel, like a booth at a carnival that you would be walking through with like dirt on the ground, with like peanuts on the ground, with like stripes on the top of the, tent, with like curtains. And I just told him like all the elements, that I could think of that I wanted to include in the artwork. And he just went crazy, bro. I just texted him like a long list, like a dunk tank, like a bird, like a bird cage with doves, like a set of handcuffs, a guillotine, like, magic wand, dominoes, a deck of cards, like, just all the elements I could think of that were magic related,
Yeah, that's dope, bro. Well, we had a comment roll in from Rev Green. He said, my first rap love was Ice-T and the High Rollers.
Yeah, me too, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't remember the High Rollers, but Ice-T was definitely somebody that I grew up listening to. He was one of my favorites back then. I remember, his first couple albums and stuff. They had parental advisory signs, and my mom was like tripping out, like didn't want didn't want me to listen to that type of stuff,
Yeah, my mom was on that same shit. She used to hide them from me. I did one of them Sony BMG 10 CDs for $1 or whatever it was back in the day. And all of a sudden the Chronic came rolling in and you know what I mean? All these albums came rolling in, Too Short. And all these albums came rolling in, and my mom had no clue what they were, but then I started playing them and she was like, what in the fuck is that? And so it was kind of wild. She tried and take the tapes and CDs and hide them from me.
My baby's mom's text messaging me saying that my daughter just broke her TV.
Oh shit!
This is the third one she's broke.
Oh no!
She broke mine at my house, climbed up on my TV stand and pushed it off the edge, and it was either me catch the TV or catch her. You know what I'm saying? And then I guess she pounded something against hers, shattered it, and I guess she just pounded something against it again and shattered it. I don't know.
You said she's 3?
Yeah, my mom always said terrible twos, but I don't know what this is. This is an extension of that.
Right? That's for sure. That's
Right.
for sure. Man, I'm excited for this track. I'm excited to come out there and kick it with you. I was just working on my Impala today, man. It got me thinking more and more about that track, because the track we're doing kind of has a West Coast vibe to it. You know what I mean? And I'm picturing Impalas and you know what I mean? Just that whole scene that you guys got on the West Coast. You know what I mean?
They just hit me up from the Lowrider Impalas like car show. They'd be having like in every city. They'd come to every city and have a Lowrider car show, like the official Lowrider magazine car show type deal.
Yeah.
And they just hit me and said they want me to perform at the Lowrider car show at the Tacoma Dome on like the 27th of this month or something with Selly Sale and RBL Posse.
That's huge, bro.
And then this Saturday, there's a car club called Dippin' Low, and they're having a rooftop party with 120 people, barbecue, alcohol, all the stuff, and they want me to come do a live performance at the rooftop party. So I'm gonna go rock out and do that too.
That's dope. So when you do something like that, do you usually have a hype man or somebody roll with you, or do you just solo dolo?
Just a solo movement, you know what I mean? I've been trying to call my cameraman. He's been remodeling his kitchen, so he hasn't been available, but I want to bring him because I just want to document it,
Yeah.
Kind of like I did a big show a while back with Yuckmouth and Too Short and Sugar Free and Trillville and Young Jock and Petey Pablo, and basically just brought my cameraman, and that's the only person I brought just so he could document it,
That's huge, bro. Is that footage already out?
The footage is out. Yeah, he chopped it all up. It's hella dope. You should go check it out. It's on my YouTube channel, DZ206. It's like my performance. It's everybody else's performance I just named, clipped up. It's behind the scenes footage with me and Yuckmouth and me and Yuckmouth's dressing room. And
oh, I see it. Okay, yep. You know what? I did see part of that. I guess I didn't see all the footage, but yeah. Okay.
It's real dope, bro.
Hell yeah, bro.
I think since we talked last, I did that, and then the day after that, I did a video with Sibo and Yuckmouth. Since Yuckmouth was already in town, me and Sibo and Yuckmouth got together and did a video to a song called Legendary. This is the most recent video on my YouTube channel, and it had a really dope 64 Impala SS in there, and that's a song that's coming out on me and Yuckmouth's new album that we just did called Seahawk and a Raider.
Okay.
Yeah, and I just dropped a new album with Drew Down called Game Explicit, which was prior to the Domino album.
Okay, I didn't get a chance to jam all of that yet, but I did hear the I saw the DZ and J Diggs the new animation video that you dropped.
Yeah, I just wanted to do something different. I was scrolling on my timeline. I seen some girl that was, doing some cartoon animation type stuff for J Diggs, and I just reached out to her since she already had the J Diggs character made. And so just asked her what it would take, to create something for me like that. It actually took a long time, and there was a lot of edits, and she said she didn't have full control of the program to get all the details, as far as like my chain and like it just, I don't know. But either way, I did that because that was a song that me and Jay Diggs met up in Seattle one day to go do the video to. We had some bitches on a boat and all that like last summer, and my cameraman fell asleep and didn't even show up. But so now I still, was able to put that video together.
The video's dope.
The video's dope. I did it in honor of Jay Diggs. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if people are aware, but he's serving, however long he's serving out in OKC for some weed or something. You know what I mean? And so I just wanted to keep bro's name lit and just put something out there for him just to keep it moving.
That's dope. That's honorable.
I put him on. I put him on my new album called The Weed Man. Like 1 week before he was going out to fight that case, and he told me like all the details of the case and stuff like that. I think he said he only had 3 or 4 pounds, and I think people were saying that he got 10 years or something for that. It was crazy.
That's wild. I thought OKC had recreational, or not recreational, but medicinal.
He did. Yeah, and that's the whole reason he caught the case 4 years ago when it wasn't recreational or medical. He kept prolonging it, his trial or whatever he was going through, he told me, till it was medical, thinking that the severity of the charge would be less. And even his baby's mom was in the car with him from Seattle, and she took the charge, but they still charged him. Because he was the driver and some more shit. But I think he recently won an appeal or something, and I think they said he's getting out like in 6 months instead of 10 years now.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, he'll be in like a halfway house in 6 months or something. Like he's only got like 1 year or something, they said.
Nice. That's dope.
Yeah, so free J Diggs. Free Drew Down. Drew Down's locked up. Drew Down's been calling me every day, and he'll be out, later this summer, and just free the guys, man.
Real talk. We got a new candidate that's running for governor here in Des Moines, and he's talking about recreational marijuana out here, trying to.
Because is it not?
Nah.
So what happens if me and you are riding down the street, Steve, and we get caught with a zip?
Oh, so a zip, I don't know I think that's a ticket.
Okay. But what if we got caught with a pound?
I think we both we're going to jail.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. But like for like overnight or for like a year?
No, I think, I mean, I think they hit you with possession with intent.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. I think it's pretty serious because we can't even have flower out here right now. We got we got medicinal, but it's only
the
little cartridges.
Yeah, we had that. It's only what?
The little cartridges. You know what I mean?
It's
like
not flour?
Nope, can't have any flour.
Even in the medical, if you got a medical marijuana card?
You can have gummies, and you can have the because I got a medical card. You can have gummies, and you can have a vape pen, but you can't have any flour.
So, are there medical marijuana dispensaries in Des Moines?
One.
And that one medical marijuana dispensary, when you go up in there, you can't even buy a pre-rolled joint or nothing?
Nope.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, you can only buy cartridges, and I believe they're $80. Last time I was there, they're $80 a cartridge.
Right. Well, in Seattle, there's a weed dispensary on every corner. And they're not really tripping off weed out here,
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
It's a different vibe.
It's a different vibe, yeah, for sure.
And the wild shit is our entire state is surrounded by states that went either medicinal or recreational.
Right.
I think
You guys will be there. You guys will be there soon. The first thing is having medical, and then after medical, they go recreational. So I think in due time, you guys will be, where we're at with this. But I just think the South is always a little bit behind the West.
For sure.
Just like on everything, on like weed, on clothes, on culture. Just it seems like maybe just it's moving a little slower out there.
Yeah, you know how wild it is
in the middle, in the middle of the map more so. You feel me? Like where you're at. The West is like the West, and like New York's moving fast too. But in the middle, it's kind of just
it's got to gravitate.
Yeah, it's got to gravitate towards the middle more.
Kodak's jumped up in here. He said, "I got a possession ticket out in Seattle once."
Damn, it must have been years ago.
I think it was. He said in 2007.
Damn.
That's 20 years ago. Yeah, man. So you definitely been working, bro. Though I constantly see you dropping new shit. You know what I mean? That's exciting to see. You got any new?
I just dropped a new single on the 1st of the month with Yuckmouth. Another single off our album Seahawk and the Raiders called Loyalty, and I got the audio dropped on all platforms, and we did the video. So the video and the audio for that's out. The video and the audio's out for Legendary, and I dropped a third single featuring Richie Rich and Domino called Scandalous, and that's out too. I don't know if a video's in effect for that. It kind of it requires more. Like Richie Rich got to be here and Domino got to be here, and Yuckmouth. So it's probably harder to align something like that,
Yeah.
But I think I don't know. It's like 10 or 11 songs on the album. I'm probably done dropping singles, and I'm just about to drop the whole album soon. But I'm just releasing all my albums in order that I've made them, type deal, And I got some albums before me and Yuckmouth did that album that I'll be releasing,
Okay.
But the album's all mixed, mastered, completed, features, what I'm saying, everything on there, and I just got to get the artwork done for it. Yuckmouth already sent me a picture of him wearing all Raiders gear. I got to get all my Seahawks gear on and fly out to San Francisco and see the photo doctor or something,
That's dope. Hey, I was looking at his website today because you always be talking about him, and that dude's his list of people that he's worked with is insane.
Yeah, he's like the top dog. He does everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just there's like a barbecue sauce called Kinder's barbecue sauce. I don't know if you ever seen it, but he does all the labels for that, all the flyers and posters for that. It's like I seen it in Costco.
Yeah.
And then he's doing all the stuff for Burner for Cookie still, and he's I think San Quinn's son, Galaxy something. He got a new movie coming out that Burner put together. He did the cover for that. He's still working with Too Short and E40 and Larry June, and he did all the Mac Dre covers and the old Mac Mall covers and just a whole bunch of shit. He got a ton of accolades. I think he did all the A-Wax's covers and did one for SIBO, the Thug Lords one with Yuckmouth, and Money to Burn for SIBO, and just did a bunch of stuff. I'm just grateful and lucky to be able to, tap in with them the way I've been tapped in with them for the last 20 years.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's huge. Okay, sure. So we know you've worked with a gang of artists over the years, but who's somebody that you've been trying to fuck with that's still out there on the radar that you ain't been able to fuck with?
I don't know, cause my money's running low, So who we really talking about? I wouldn't mind having one with Young Jeezy.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind having one with Rick Ross.
Okay.
I wouldn't mind having one with Drake. But now we're getting into some millions, it feels like, or something, or 100K for a verse,
Yeah, those are mega.
I'm just piecing this shit together with a couple dollars and a little bit of weed type deal, just calling it a day. And I'm happy with where I'm at, and I'm happy with who I'm working with, and a lot of times on these albums that I be making, I'll be going back and reaching out to people that I've worked with in the past that I enjoy making music with. Like I might have did a song with Rich the Factor in the past, and then I include him on the new album. SIBO on the new album, worked with him in the past. T Nutty. Recently, I've been doing stuff where I'm reaching out to people that I like and listen to in the past that I've never had a song with. And
Okay.
now I'm collaborating with all new people that I never had a song with to kind of just broaden the spectrum and kind of just branch out even more and spread my wings even more, you know?
Yeah.
For example, like I never had a song with Crooked Eye, but I just recently did a song with Crooked Eye.
That's
And
huge.
I never had a song with RBX that's on Dr. Dre's Chronic and Snoop Dogg's Doggy Style and all that. And I got a song with RBX now.
That's a legendary artist.
And I seen you guys had Zigzag on your show.
Yup.
I never had a song with Zigzag, but I had her first album, Hell in August. I hit up Zigzag and we got a new song. And let's see, who else did I do one with? Bo Rock from the Dove Shack, Summertime in the LBC. Yuck
I see
Mouth
you out there
got.
fucking with folks in Long Beach, heavy duty, bro.
I mean, yeah, I've been messing with a few cats in Long Beach. You know, Domino, Bo Rock,
King Crooked.
Crooked Eye, and RBX. Those are all the new ones that I did stuff with recently.
That's huge, bro. That's awesome.
And then who else did I do some stuff with? I reached out to Rappin' Forte. Got a new one on the way with Rappin' Forte. You know what I'm saying? I used to play him back in the day.
Yeah, I grew up listening to Rappin' Forte.
Got a new one with Mac Mall. I never had a song with Mac Mall before. I always liked him. Got a new song with
And this is all unreleased stuff still, right? I
it's
mean,
all unreleased. It's all unreleased that I just recorded in the last year.
that's huge, bro.
Yeah, after the Yuckmouth album type deal. I think it's, I got an album coming out called The Man, the Myth, the Legend. And it got a heavy track list. I got The Game on there. I got Do or Die on there. I got who else I got on there?
Bro, the list of people you fucked with is insane.
Yeah, if I don't got the list in front of me, but I got in my notes. I'd be making notes, you know what I'm saying, of every single track with the feature name and the song title and stuff, and what order I'm putting it in. If I went to my list, I could name it all, but I think it would shut our chat down type deal, you know.
Yeah.
But I got a ton of new music, and I've been collabing with a lot of artists, like I mentioned, that I've never collabed with before, just to save a few dollars and not hit up anybody big and do a new album with somebody big right now. I just said, man, I'm gonna go ahead and do another round of rapping with people from Seattle. So I came, as of recent, I just did a brand new album. It was gonna be 10 songs. It turned out to be 30 songs. It was gonna be 10 songs with 10 rappers from Seattle that I never had a song with before, that I made a connection with over the last couple years. They're either up and coming or already established or whatever the deal is. And yeah, bro, it turned into 30 songs because just people kept popping up on my timeline, or I just kept running into people, and just now I got a new 30 song album that I'm gonna split into two parts because 30 is too many to put on one song. One album type deal. And I did this before where I did 28 songs and I made it a double disc like Tupac's All
All
Eyes on
eyes.
Me, because I always wanted a double disc, you know what I mean? So I did one. It's called Northwest Whale Orca Movement Part 2. And, and yeah, bro, so the new album's called Washington's Most Wanted. And they got like the hottest artists in Washington that are up and coming, you know what I'm saying? Some new, some old. And there's a guy on there that I grew up listening to that was a rapper, you know what I'm saying, rapping right next to Sir Mix-a-Lot. I don't know if you ever heard of him. His name is Kid Sensation.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Kid Sensation. And yeah, I got Bo Rock on that hook just to, make it a little more special. And you just got a ton of artists from Seattle that are up and coming. Too many to name,
Now, the first rapper I think I ever heard of out of Seattle was Sir Mix-a-Lot. Did you ever, in your path, did you ever link up with him and do anything?
100 times.
Okay.
100 times. Let's see. On my very first album, mind you, I just released my 50th album with Domino. So 49 albums ago, Sir Mix-a-Lot was going to mix my first album.
Oh,
and,
damn.
And I got in contact with him, and I went to his house. He got a big old house out in the boondocks, and he got Lamborghinis, and you know what I'm saying, got a big old studio in his spot, and he invited me right to the crib, and He was humble as could be, and it was just me and him there. And we went up in his studio, and he mixed a song for me called Bounce that was on my first album, and said, "This is on the house. I just wanted to show you what it would sound like if I mixed it." And I was like, "Damn, this sounds hella good, bro." And he was like, "Man, they don't call me Sir Mix-a-Lot for nothing, you know?" And he
Okay.
was like, you know, he was like, "Man, I really know how to mix." And I was like, "Oh, okay, bro." And so I was like, "Well, how much would it cost to mix it?" And he was like, said some outrageous price. And so I never, you know, went back and got it mixed by him because I was just a kid. I couldn't afford it. And I didn't know what it was going to cost. But he was, you know, nice enough to invite me to his house and, you know, just hung out with him for a whole day. And then there's this place called I want to say it's called the EMP or something, you know what I'm saying? And we'll go there when you come. It's like a music hall of fame. And they had like a rap history um, exhibit. And Sir Mix-a-Lot was doing like a show party introduction to the whole thing, you know what I'm saying? The how hip hop started and all that. It's like it's not just Seattle. It's like the covers the whole spectrum, you know?
Okay.
So I had my daughter that day. I pushed over there and pulled up the Museum of Pop Culture, I think it's called.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
And so I pushed up over there or whatever, and Sir Mix-a-Lot was making a big old speech on stage. I had my daughter in the stroller, and he gets off stage. He walks through 1,000 people. He goes to like a private elevator, and I push over there with my daughter real quick, and I'm like, hey, Mix." And he couldn't hear me because everybody was in his face. But his buddy Darcel, that's like in his crew, you know what I mean, is somebody I'm connected with. He actually is the next door neighbor of my buddy Mike Daniels, where I recorded my first album. So that's how my connection with Sir Mix-a-Lot came through. Is
Damn.
Darcel? Shout out to Darcel. And I think he's in like the Emerald City Posse or something. You know what I'm saying? Sir Mix-a-Lot's group or crew, and so Darcel's like, "Hey, Mix, look who it is. It's DZ." And then Mix-a-Lot was like, "Come on, come with us." Like, get on this like hella crowded ass elevator with me and my daughter. We go down. We go down. We go down to like a private room, right? And we get to just chopping it up. You know what I'm saying? And it's like catered by Dick's. And Dick's is like a cheeseburger spot in Seattle that's like a staple, you know what I'm saying? And they got multiple locations, and Sir Mix-a-Lot just must love Dick's. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Dick's Burgers. And and yeah, bro. So he had a bunch of Dick's burgers and fries everywhere. It was like help yourself. And I didn't want to take up too much of his time because there's like a lot of people there just like wanted to ask him questions and get autographs, even in this little private room, you know what I mean? Because there was other people that weren't part of his crew that were like event staff and stuff like that. And so I just told him, "Hey, Sir Mix-a-Lot, we need to get a song done, bro. What's up?" And he's like, "Man, I just got," and this is like only 2 years ago.
Okay.
He's like, "I just got some new equipment, and I think it's about time I break it in." He was like, "Why don't you come over and let's do something? Hit me up." Right? Like a week or two later, I hit him up. He never answered. You know,
Damn.
and I hit him up again. He didn't answer. And I don't want to bother him. And who knows what he would say the price on that is, you know, because he's like got money and stuff like that. And he's been having endorsements and advertisements going forever on Baby Got Back. Like, he's still a millionaire, you know?
Yeah.
Even though it's like he's not relevant right now, like he is relevant because everybody knows him, and that song has been relevant for, you know, 30, 40 years type deal.
For real.
So I don't think he's the type like that is gonna do a song for $500 and some weed. He doesn't even smoke weed type. You know, he's
Right.
probably like 5,000 or 10,000 to do it. You know,
Yeah.
and it's like, oh no, it's like I'm torn between, you know, doing it or not doing it when he does tell me what it's gonna take, because it's like now it's like you're asking him. It's like a once in a lifetime opportunity. it is like the top dog around here, you know what I'm saying? It'd be nice if he was on some, you know, just doing it with me just on the house because I'm from Seattle and I'm up and coming and, you know, been holding it down and he recognizes that. But I don't know what the logistics behind it is. And he's always seemed like he's got his business together and he has a business manager and all that, you know?
Yeah.
There's this getting all these deals and placements and stuff for him, you know? So yeah, but also like my buddy was like, bro, you gotta keep hitting them. He was like, what you think? Sir Mix-a-Lot's just gonna respond on the first text message and stuff? Like you gotta like make him feel like you really want it, bro, and be persistent about it. And I'm like, come on, man, I'm not about to just blow this guy up like that. And he was like, you got to so he knows that you really need that, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I message him once a month for the next year or something and see if it happens, you know what I mean? But I'm not about to like press it. And he's so famous. He's so famous. He's like, yeah, just hit me up, come through, let's do it. And then never answers. You know, that's how all the famous guys do it.
Right.
They're nice in your face because they're like, you know, they're a mega star. They gotta be nice. I mean, they don't gotta be nice, but they want to keep a good image to the public.
Yeah.
So he's like not gonna tell me like, yo, get lost. You could never do a song with me unless you got 100K. He's gonna say, yeah, come over, DZ, call me anytime. Like, and then he never answers.
I remember that.
But he's always shown love though. You know what I'm saying? More than he shows to another person. So I can't. I'm not mad about the love that he does show because he could show no love. You know what I'm saying? I could never have been to his house and sat in his Lamborghini and been to his studio and been in this private room in the, you know, music pop culture, you know what I mean, exhibit, like just everything, you know what I mean? So I'm not ungrateful of where we're at, you know what I mean? I just wish that maybe one day we could do a record. So you're like saying, you know, who would I want to do one with? I think I gotta put Sir Mix-a-Lot on the list.
I mean, he's not only a Seattle legend, but he's a legend across the board.
And I want to do and Ice Cube if I could ever do that. You know, and I want official songs with Snoop Dogg, you know what I'm saying, that I do directly with Snoop Dogg, you know what I mean? Because the ones that I got are from that one guy that you interviewed, M80, you know?
Oh yeah.
Just like some little verses that he had that he was selling for a deal or traded me for my Nipsey Hussle verse and some Messy Marv and Jacka to put together one of his packages that he be selling, you know what I mean? I even hooked him up with Sibo, Spice One, Glasses Malone, Badass. Like I put together a couple of those packs that he was selling whenever he was selling them, you know?
That's dope.
And he looked out for me and he was a cool guy and stuff like that. But we recently fell out because like all them verses are just they're authentic verses from the people, you know?
Yeah.
But you can't release those. You know,
he
actually got, I mean, you just can't. You need clearances to release any of that type of stuff, you know? Like with those mega artists, like I can't just drop my song with Snoop Dogg on all platforms without some type of authorization from Snoop Dogg. I'm pretty sure, you know, but we'll see when I go to release it. But we already had a speed bump like long before Snoop Dogg, you know. I forget what the outlaw's name is, Hussein Fatal or Fatal Hussein.
Oh yeah, Hussein Fatal.
All right, Hussein Fatal. He gave me a verse from Hussein Fatal. Maybe it's different because he's dead. You know what I'm saying? You got to go through the estate to get it cleared or whatever the case may be. I don't even know. But I included the song with Hussein Fatal on my album that I did with Marvelous called Kings and Queens, right? It got blocked from being on iTunes, the whole entire project, not just one song with Fatal Hussein or whatever, you know what I mean? The whole project got blocked.
Oh,
And
damn.
so I hit bro like, yo, what's up with the Hussein Fatal verse? I put it on my album. You said it was good to go, and my whole album got flagged. And he said, oh well, here, let me send you this paperwork that I got. And I said, okay, send me the paperwork. I sent him he sent me the paperwork. I sent the paperwork to my distribution company. My distribution company sent it to Apple Music. And they were like, nah, we don't, this paperwork is phony baloney. We're not, it's still, you're blocked still, you know?
Yeah.
And so that really upset me, right? And of course, you know, I don't know how well you know him. I don't even know him that well type deal, but he got a bunch of excuses. Oh, you should have put it through so-and-so distribution company and I could have got it through there. And I'm like, bro, I've never had an issue with TuneCore. They've never asked for paperwork. I've released with Twista, with Devin the Dude, with Kurupt. They never asked me for nothing, right? They didn't even ask me for anything for the Hussein Fatal. It just got my TuneCore sent it through. Apple Music blocked it, right? So just kind of I did a whole album with Marvelous, and it's not even on Apple Music because of this, you know, bogus Fatal Hussein verse that this guy, you know, I want to say sold me, but he might have given it to me. But either way, it got my whole album blocked. So that's my whole issue, you know.
Yeah.
Then I sold him a Messy Marv verse. He went and sold it to 100 people or whatever he did, or included it in one of his packs before I went to release it. You know, he did all that. I sold it before I released it. And I went to go release it, blocked my whole Weed Money album.
What?
Yeah, bro. So I don't know. I can't say he's bad business because we never did bad business. We always did good business. And he bought stuff from me and gave me thousands, you know what I'm saying, for my Nipsey Hussle verse and Jacka and Messy Marv and Mac Dre. And he broke me off a percentage out of the pack after he gave me upfront money, and he gave me all the verses I lined up: Spice One, Glasses Malone, Badass, Sibo, Ampachino, all those. He just gave me those because I hooked those up, and he gave me like some extra money for hooking those up. So, you know, he's a good dude, and he does good business, and he's got good verses, just like I got an arsenal of verses. He's got an arsenal of verses, but I just don't think you could release those, bro. And I've already had 2 incidences of not being able to release them. So I'm not gonna put any verses that I got from him on any of my albums to block any future albums of mine. Those will all have to go on one album. So if one of them gets flagged, the whole album gets blocked, but they're all like, you know, potential flags. You know, I got to include all the things I got from him on one album and just expect to get it flagged and not expect to ever be able to release it, you know? So then that takes me back to why did I even buy all these? You know, I guess they were just for fun because they're not going to be able to get released, you know? And maybe I could release them on my YouTube channel, but I worked too hard, you know, doing all these videos and whatnot on my YouTube channel. Even though I don't got 1 million subscribers, what if I put one of those on my YouTube channel and my whole YouTube channel gets shut down?
Right.
So it's like, I don't know, it's a sticky situation. So like I said, man, the songs that I got with Snoop Dogg and, you know, whoever else I got one from him with, I think Ghostface Killer or something like that. Like, those are just for fun, bro. It feels like, you know, maybe just to play you and play Ray and play my homies and maybe put it on YouTube. But like I said, I don't want to jeopardize my YouTube channel getting shut down, and I don't want to include those on any albums and have my albums shut down. Those might have to be single entities so that it's just a single. Boom. You put out the single. If it gets shut down, it gets shut down. Fuck it.
Yeah.
You know, they're great. They're great songs. I made some great songs, and you know, he had the official Pro Tools sessions and tracked out stems and all that. So whatever he's doing or whatever he got from, you know, it seemed official to me.
He's plugged in with a lot of people. I just saw he was out there in New York with Wu-Tang when they performed at the Knicks and the Spurs game.
He's the one that put together the Kurupt Master Killer Rakim album.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause that's how I even got up on him, is through Kurupt.
Okay.
But not directly through Kurupt. Like, Kurupt didn't hook me up with him. I saw he worked with Kurupt. You know what I mean? And then I figured, you know, he was safe to do business with.
Sure.
But Kurupt even was like, why are you even messing with this guy? I didn't hook you up with him. So, Yep. But he's a cool guy. But lately he did some uncool stuff, man. Just he hit me up and said, "Hey, I'm going to see Kurupt. You want to send me some money to give Kurupt?" Kurupt's like my brother. I know Kurupt better than you know Kurupt. Why are you calling me, asking me to send you money for you to give Kurupt, for you to take out a couple hundred if I send you a couple hundred more, and so you could get some money off it and then give Kurupt, you know what I mean, a cut out of what I sent you. If I wanted to send Kurupt some money, I'll hit Kurupt and send him money direct, you know?
Yeah.
And I told him, bro, you owe me $1,000 for X, Y, and Z. Give that to Kurupt if you want to give something to Kurupt. The money that you owe me, and tell Kurupt that it's from me. And he responded and said, you know, fuck you, and I, how dare you shit on your brother Kurupt, and you know, this and that and the third. But I didn't never shit on Kurupt. I just said I wasn't giving you no money to give Kurupt. Kurupt's my brother for life. I would never shit on him. You know what I mean? He did so much for me that I owe Kurupt for life. You know what I mean? Just, he never charged me for a feature. He never charged me to go to any studio with him. He never charged me to spend the night on his couch and stay at his house for a week. You know, everything Kurupt and DZ did was just pure love, you know what I mean? Just genuine, you know what I mean? So really at the end of the day, just, he said all that. Then I sent him something and said, put my logo on this for me, you know what I mean? You owe me type deal. He put it on whatever he had to do. He sent it back and said, don't ever hit me up again. You know what I'm saying? That he's loyal to Kurupt and I'm not loyal and all this extra stuff. So I don't know. But either way, I don't hate him. I don't even care, bro. I just, you know, it's just weird. I never know what anybody's, you know, prerogative or agenda is with whatever they're trying to say or do, you know, especially when it comes to some money. And he's like a money shark. If I sent him $1,000, he wasn't going to give Kurupt $1,000. He was going to give Kurupt $600 and take $400 because that's what middlemen do, you know?
Yeah.
And I just, so yeah.
We got a gang of comments that came rolling in. The homie Frank Make Loke up in here. He hit you with a bunch of emojis. Haley Walker hit us with a bunch of 100s, a kapow and a fire emoji. And then as you were talking, Frank hit us again. He hit us with some fire emojis. Rev Green came through and hit us with the G. Cap came through and said, you could say Kurupt might be the least corrupt in this situation.
Right, come on, man. Kurupt's not corrupt at all. Kurupt's like all the way official, like a referee with a whistle, you know? For real, though.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I got a new documentary coming out soon.
Really?
And yeah, it's a 43 documentary. It's going to be a trilogy, part 1, part 2, part 3. It's going to start as I'm a baby, you know, go through my childhood, sports and whatnot, you know, and leading all up into, you know, high school and college, and when I meet Kurupt, and a couple missions and adventures that I went on with Kurupt to the Bay Area and Atlanta, and includes a bunch of photos and footage and audio and a big long script. And you know, basically this is like just paying homage to Kurupt in the whole video type deal for the second half, because Kurupt was, you know, detrimental. I mean, like a huge, you know, influence and a huge help to my early career. And, you know, still to this day, I got relationships that I built off of Kurupt's introduction, you know?
Yeah.
Because whenever Kurupt introduced me, it was like, yo, this is DZ, my little brother from Seattle. You know what I mean? Just like treat him like how you would treat me type deal, you know?
Yeah, that's dope,
So those relationships lasted a long time, you know, like Be Legit is one of them. Daz is one of them. Like I've known these guys 20 years only because of Kurupt. Too Short, DJ Quick, I know a bunch of people only because of Kurupt, and they still show me love to this very day. You know, he always went everywhere we went. Kurupt always made other people feel like I was somebody special.
Yeah, I saw he was showing mad love to you up in that clip you dropped with you and Mr. Fab and everybody that you got on the YouTube channel that everybody can check out with Messy Marv and everybody at the studio in the Bay Area.
Yep, Live Oak Studios, Berkeley, California. I introduced Kurupt to Messy Marv. Kurupt had never heard of Messy Marv before that day, and yeah, you gotta check out everybody got to check out the documentary to hear the whole story. I ain't gonna spill the beans right now, but yeah, go check it out. And I dug up that footage on an old camera of mine. I got it right here. An old camera like this, you know.
There we go. I got one of them.
You got one?
Yep, with the old DVC tapes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And this is Romeo, man.
Romeo trying to steal your shine right now.
It's all good. He just wants some love. I've been gone all day. He's a Siamese cat. He's a great companion. So yeah, they had my guy Mess out here looking fucked up on the internet. You know what I mean? And I had the documentary in motion, and I wanted to resurrect that footage of me and Kurupt, and I found a place in Seattle that converts, you know what I'm saying, those old tapes to put it on a thumb drive for you and make it all digital. And so I hit the lady up. It cost $45. I took that little tape over there, you know, dropped it off, and she got it back to me the very next day. I sent it to the people to clip it up and put it in the documentary, you know what I mean? And also I put it on my YouTube channel because I just wanted everybody to be reminded, you know, of Messy Marv, how I remember him, you know, and who he used to be. Yeah, and who he used to be and how he got down and how he was moving and stuff like that. And you know, it's unfortunate that Mess is going through whatever he's going through, and I hope he bounces back. You know what I mean? Not necessarily with the music, because I don't even know if that should be a priority right now. I'm talking about like just bouncing back in life and just bouncing back in health and just bouncing back, you know what I'm saying, mentally and physically and emotionally and all that, because he's definitely fighting some demons and going through a situation right now, and a lot of people been kicking him while he's down, and I just wanted to uplift him, you know what I'm saying, and I feel like that footage was a good representation of Messy Marv.
Amen.
Did you check it out?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's some special footage, and I'm 44 in August, right?
Yep.
That footage is from when I'm 19 years old.
I was gonna say, you could tell you was young as fuck back then. All of you guys were.
I'm 19 years old. I got a gold grill. I'm still in college. We went there on like a college break type deal instead of going to Mexico. You know, for spring break, I went to the Bay Area for spring break with Kurupt to get some money and mess with Messy Marv and be legit and all that good stuff. And it was a successful trip. And shout out to Kurupt, because I wouldn't have been able to make all those moves happen without him. And I set up like a laser voicemail number and posted it on the sickness.net and said, whoever want to get a verse from Kurupt from the Dog Pound, DM me. We're coming to the Bay Area. Before we even booked the tickets and went there, I did that. You know what I'm saying? So I could just like see what the reaction was going to be or the response was going to be. So many people hit us back and stuff, you know what I'm saying, that it was like, yeah, we're going to get this bread, you know what I mean? And we went through there. We did like a verse for somebody. The very first verse we did was for somebody that I don't know who the person was. Long story short, when we got there to the place and got upstairs or whatever, we met Ghazi, and Ghazi is the president of Empire. And Ghazi, we met him. He engineered the session. He was totally impressed by me bringing Kurupt, you know what I mean, and how Kurupt represented me. And that was another connection that was made. And he actually mixed and mastered my second album, which is Kurupt Presents DZ, and he got it my very first distribution deal. He got me my very first distribution deal, like 2006 or 7. Fontana in Grooves Universal. He worked there. The album came out. Later, he, you know, learned the ropes and the sequencing and processing and how to put it together, and started his own company, Empire, and took all the artists that he had signed on In Grooves and created Empire, and you know, signed Filthy Rich and Mozzie and all those people and gave them a bag and put them all out. And I'm sure he's got large business partners at this point that are heavily invested into the company type deal where he's either sold shares of it or whatever, or just partnered up with him to give him, the extra push. He's like a real label, like he's like big right now. And I was on his label, Empire, for several albums during the startup of it, but it was too unorganized in the beginning, like how anything is, you know what I'm saying? He's just trying to get everything in order, and I'm calling him like, yo, where's my money at? Like, did I sell any units? Like, did I get any streams or downloads or how, He was like, you got to call Hannah. I was like, who's Hannah? He was like, oh, I got this new girl working for me that's doing all my books. Hit up Hannah, figure it out. Gives me Hannah's number. I call Hannah. Hannah's like a bobblehead that like doesn't got all her stuff together. She's like, I'll get back to you in like a week, or like get back to you in like a day. It takes like a week. Like on top of that, Hannah, it's not like how the platforms are now then, where you plug all your info in. You send all your info to Hannah and Ghazi and they plug it in for you and stuff,
Yeah.
And Hannah's not like up on everything, you know what I mean? I don't even know who Hannah is, but Hannah's spelling Yuckmouth Yuckmouth instead of Yuk, and she's just messing stuff up. And then my mom like gave me years later gave me like this newspaper article and was like, have you ever heard of TuneCore? It's a distribution company. Lil Wayne says that when he split up with Cash Money, he put an album out through TuneCore and made millions. You might want to check it out. And so I do check it out thanks to my mom. And I love the platform. You plug everything in yourself. And so I called Ghazi and I'm like, yo, I'm releasing my next album on TuneCore. And he's like, why? And I was like, and my deal with Ghazi and the deals he does is like 85-15 split, 80-20 split type deal. They get 15%, 20%, you get 80-85, I think mine was 85 because I was like grandfathered in, but everybody else is like 80,
Yeah.
So I just tell them, yo, I'm putting my next album out through TuneCore, and just to kind of compare, you know what I'm saying? Am I going to get bigger checks from TuneCore or am I going to get bigger checks from you? I had like 10 albums over there, up all my albums up until like my Northwest Wailing album or something. And Ghazi got so offended, you know what I'm saying, that he just said, man, fuck it. Good luck with your career. I'm taking all your albums down off of Empire, and you could just put them all out through TuneCore, bro. I wish you the best. And just click, hung up on me.
Wow.
Next day I look, all my shit's not even on iTunes no more, and I ain't never talked to him since, bro.
Damn.
Kind of wish I stayed down with him because of how big he got, and he was like a close buddy of mine that I worked with, a lot. I went to his house in San Francisco and we were mixing, and I brought Mr. Fab there. I brought Messy Marv there. I brought Ryder J. Clyde from the Mob Figures there. And Ghazi was already doing his thing before I met him with the mixing and mastering. He had mastered and mixed like Juice's album. And he mixed and mastered Bullies with Fullies, Juice and Messy Marv album with the white cover,
Mm-hmm.
that they like resembled the Ice-T cover where they got the hand behind the back with the gun and like, so and the female on there with the shotgun or like whatever. But yeah, bro, shit, I wish I had stayed down with Ghazi because his empire is huge right now. And I know at least if he didn't give me upfront money for what I've been doing or whatever, you know what I'm saying? He would have like matched me on like some promo or something. Hey, DZ, you got 10 racks to put behind the new DZ and Drew Down album. I'll put up 10 racks to make this bigger. You know what I mean? He would have did that. And I feel like, he's having these big Super Bowl parties with like, mega stars there like Rick Ross and Jay-Z and whoever he deals with on Empire, which is a lot of people, And I feel like I would have at least been included in those events to be able to rub shoulders and brush elbows, you know what I'm saying, with these bigger stars to like kind of just do what I always do and just network and just get in where I fit in and make songs, you know what I mean, with artists that I never collaborated with before. So I do wish that I was still down with Ghazi And I don't got no, like, I still got love for Ghazi. You know, I hope one day maybe we team back up and do something. But if not, it's all good. Like, I'm a solo independent artist, you know what I'm saying? Put all this shit together by myself. I didn't have no help from nobody. I didn't have a manager. I didn't have a publicist. I didn't have an entertainment lawyer. I didn't have a financial investor. I didn't have anybody, you know what I'm saying, helping me. I put everything that you ever seen and anybody else ever seen together from scratch. Like, really, it started at ground zero and turned into, you know, a hero, superstar DZ. Really, just, I don't even know why I stuck with this so long, you know, because I've been doing it now since 2002. It's 2026. 24 years flew by fast. 50 albums flew by fast.
Yeah.
I've been treating this shit like a real job, clocking in 9 to 5, going to the studio every night, trying to just make great songs. You know, I think I don't really do this shit for the money, and I don't do this shit for the fame. I really do this because I love music. I'm like passionate about music. You know what I mean? I always grew up listening to the greats like Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, Bobby Brown, Lionel Richie, the Beatles, just all the dope old school greats, you know what I mean? Neil Diamond, just the list goes on, and then transitioned into, you know, all the greatest rappers of all time: Ice Cube, N.W.A., Eazy-E, Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, you know what I mean? Tupac. Just so I really grew up on all the greats. So I think that's why my music comes out sounding the way that it sounds, because I just got a heavy influence from some great artists out here, you know?
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, man, you definitely been holding it down for a long time. I was privileged to have come up on you in a record store in Kansas City. You know what I mean? That was where I bought my first DZ album. And
Come on, man. They had Killer Tape. I'm pretty sure you're talking about Seventh Heaven.
that's exactly where it was.
All right, R.I.P. Seventh Heaven, man. Seventh
Yeah.
Heaven, they just shut down, and R.I.P. Greg. Greg was like the person that was, you know, that was in there getting my CDs, hitting me up saying, "Man, DZ, you just sold 100 DZ and Rich the Factor CDs. You got some more?" And so Killer Tay actually made that placement for me and connected me with a lady named Dottie. Dottie was there before Greg, and then Greg passed away, and then like about a year later, the whole place shut down. Yep.
Yeah, they are. They
So
were definitely.
Shout out Killer Tay. He got me in Seventh Heaven. I even went there with Rich the Factor one day, and you know, just it was a cool store.
For sure.
It was like a smoke shop upstairs, like with knickknacks and trinkets, and then downstairs was like the music.
Yeah. I think Tech Nine recorded one of his first albums up in there.
Oh, maybe. I didn't know they had a studio there.
Back in the day, I think. I don't think it was like official or anything, but
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, shout out Kansas City, man. A ton of people from Kansas City always hit me up and tell me they love my stuff. And recently, I just did a whole album with a dude from Kansas City that signed to Rich the Factor's Orca Nation label called K-Town, named K-Town. And I think I told you about him before. He raps and he sings. He kind of sounds like Rowdy Rich with like the auto-tune type of singing. And he's real dope. And we just did a whole group album and knocked it out in a couple weeks. And he's like a stand-up guy, great artist. Just, you know, so be on the lookout for that. And
I tried tapping in with him a couple times. I think we'll get him on EmceeTV. He was just working on the kinks to try and get on here, but he definitely wanted to get on.
Yeah, I think you guys should do it because he's up and coming. I don't know. I think he's got the potential to blow up big, and especially if Rich is behind him, you know what I mean? And he's young and he raps and sings. Like he's in a different lane than most cats, you know?
That's a whole movement out there too. The Orcas.
Yeah, Orca Nation. And then Rich got a cousin named Scheme Heem that I just did a song with. I don't know if you're up on him, but I just did a song with Scheme Heem. He actually had like a podcast for a while where he was having a lot of artists on there. Yeah, shout out Scheme Heem. There's another one from KC that I connected with.
That's dope. We got a couple chats that rolled in. Rev Green hit us with the cool sunglasses emojis. Kodak said, "I'm loving this episode, but I got to work early in the morning, fellas. I'll hang to catch the rest on the replay."
Come on, it's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we ain't finna. We can wrap it up soon, bro. It's all good.
Okay. Yeah, man.
Whatever you got on your mind, I'll just let you navigate the rest of the conversation.
You always got the coolest stories, bro, and I'm super excited.
I mean, damn, I don't even know. Like not to cut you off, like before we always do these interviews and stuff. It's not like I got like these this stuff on my brain or written down that like I'm about to tell you. Like, you know what I mean? These just stories are just coming off the top of the dome, just organically from me and you conversing and different topics and subjects and artists coming up. And then, hey, I got a story, you know, with this guy or that. I mean, I pretty much got like I do got some stories, bro, for sure.
For sure.
Like I just remember when I did my just like one last story. You know what I'm saying? I remember when on my first album. Shout out my buddy Hassan Adams, man. He's one of my best partners.
Oh shit, we lost DZ. Oh, there he is. You back? Oh, I lost your audio though. I can't hear you. I can see you, I just can't hear you. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. I can see you. I just can't hear you, bro. No. Shit, I don't know what happened. It glitched for a minute there. I lost you, and then... Can you tap the sprocket and see if you can see if it'll switch anything? Maybe it'll allow you to change the microphone. You could try that. So we lost DZ for a quick second, but he should be right back in. If not, we'll go ahead and wrap it up, man. This was an epic interview with one of Seattle's greatest, a true treasure. You know what I mean? He's a dope MC. Like you heard him say it himself. He's got 50 albums out. The man's been rapping for years. He's plugged in with everybody. I'm fortunate enough just to get him on the show with us. You know what I mean? It was very dope that he came through and jumped on with me. And I'm lucky to be able to call him my homie. You know what I mean? Me and Ray had him on a couple different times. He's very generous with his time. There we go. DZ's back.
Come on, man. I'm back like a jumping jack. Hey, so yeah, I remember on my very first album, right? Game Invested and Involved, Spice One was one of my features, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm only like 21 years old when I'm putting the album together, and I'm going to college at the time, you know what I'm saying? So I don't have my own apartment in Seattle at the time, you know? So Spice One, we did our song and we just hit it off, bro. I just remember after that, Spice One came to stay at my mom's house in the basement for a whole summer. Brought his Sega Genesis and posted up in the basement, and we were smoking weed and playing video games all summer and just out and about all in my neighborhood and pulling up to 7-Eleven, and people were like, I was like, seeing people I knew, and they were like, "Hey, what's up, DZ?" And I was like, "Hey, what's up? How you doing?" And this is my buddy Spice One. They're like, "Spice One?"
Wasn't he on Menace to Society?
Like he's like, "Man, this is crazy, Spice One." And so, man, shout out Fetty Chico, man. He's always been my guy. He's been A1 since day one, and he's legendary. I grew up listening to Spice One, so it was like a surreal moment. You know what I'm saying? Him just sleeping in my mom's basement for a whole summer, just hanging out in Seattle for like 4 weeks in a row. I swear to God, 3 weeks type deal, you know?
Yeah.
It was cool, man.
I hope that all makes it in the documentary, because that's epic.
Man, that part didn't make it in, but I mean, I don't know. I didn't think of it until now, honestly. But a picture of me and Spice One made it into the documentary from the night that we did that song, you know?
Yeah.
It's like back in the day when it was like when you went to the studio. You know how these days we just email it, you know?
Yep.
Back in the day, you get it burned on a CD when you leave the studio and stuff. So I got like the CD like on my finger, you know, in the hole, like holding it up, you know. It's just like me and Spice One. It's crazy.
That's epic, bro. That's epic.
Wearing like in the picture, I got like a 4X tee on or something. You know what I mean? Just
back
like,
when the tall tees were huge.
Yeah, bro. It came a long way from there.
Yeah.
Yep. for sure.
That's dope. That's dope. Well, shit, let's put a pin in it for now, bro. And we'll definitely circle back around. And shit, we might even have to go live together from Seattle a couple times. You know what I mean? And
No, let's do that. Let's do that for sure.
I'll bring the gear with me.
Sure.
Hell
let's do, man, come on, man. You already know me and you got a bridge for a lifetime. So this ain't going to be the only conversation. And then, I guess my last question is, where's Ray?
So Ray was off today. He had other shit going on. And so, but we could definitely get him on with us next time for sure.
No, it don't matter. I know that's your partner and stuff or whatever. He's still your buddy, right?
Oh yeah. He just works the morning shift, and so he wasn't able.
Because I shouted him out. I shouted him out in our song.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I want to make sure that that you guys are good. So go back and change it.
No, that's definitely my dog. Yeah, me and Ray.
I can't remember what I said. You'll have to. I said Ray just hit me and said something about Ray. Said these rappers are gay. We're getting canceled. I can't remember what I said. After that. But either way, I don't got nothing against gay people. You know what I'm saying? As long as you don't try to make a move on me, I don't care what you're doing. You know what I mean? Just
facts.
But a lot of these rappers are kind of gay with these tight pants and these dresses and these face piercings and these nails and these lip gloss. Like, what's going on, bro? Like, I'm glad I don't have a son, and my son is like seeing all this. Like, they're trying to like glorify and glamorize and desensitize this transgender shit kind of, I don't know, it's weird, but yeah.
It is tough to go shopping and find a decent pair of jeans, man. Back in the day, you could get you some Echo jeans or some South Pole or whatever.
I used to wear all that, man. Rockaware, South Pole, Fubu,
Shady,
Aniche, Peli, that just everything, man. Shout out to that whole era. Like, I don't know, just times are different now for sure. And I don't know if those times, but they always say history repeats itself,
Well, good, because I got a trunk full of that shit. I'm waiting for it to come back around.
Right, you might as well. I mean, I didn't even save it. I just put it all on eBay and offer up and got rid of it and stuff,
Yeah.
But there's definitely still a market for it. People, I don't know. I remember growing up, like, snapbacks was a thing, and then fitteds was just like the only thing we wore is fitteds. But like snapbacks been back for like 20 years now,
Yeah.
And it feels like Levi's never go bad. Levi's is always something that kind of, and Dickies, like some things are just staples that are always gonna be around. Some household, like Polo, like those are like household things that ain't going nowhere,
For sure. Carhartt, all of that.
All that. Dickies, Carhartt. I remember I used to wear Ben Davis. You remember Ben Davis with the little monkey on it?
Yep.
Yeah, good times, man.
Hell yeah. Cap said they wear all that shit in Korea right now. It's like hip hop. It's hip over there.
Yeah, like they're just getting hip to it. They're like how I said, the Midwest is like way behind. They're like centuries behind. They're just wearing what we were wearing in 1990, right in 2026 out there, I'm sure.
Fubu just made it over there.
Yeah, Fubu just made it over there. You know what I'm saying? They're probably like for us, by us, thinking like Asian. It's made in the Asian factory anyways, I'm sure. You know what I mean? They're like for us, by us. It's for black people. That's what that means. For us, by us. Made by the black people, for the black people. But I'm sure the Asians are like, nah, this is made by us. This is for us, by us.
It's official.
For us, by us. For us, by us.
It's official. It's official.
All right, so look for the documentary coming out soon. June 16th, I got a new album coming out, full-length album with a singer from Seattle named Kev B called Still in the Game. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like an R&B album, rap album mixed together. You know what I'm saying? No rap features on there except for Vitamin D. And Kev sings the hooks and he sings the verses. So just something different, just a different feel, kind of like some summertime riding in the sun, drop top type music.
Hell yeah.
So I got that coming out, and then on July 1st and July 15th, I'm dropping 2 new singles. July 1st. I'm gonna try to release my verse with the game. I don't know if that's gonna be releasable or not. That's not from M80. That's directly from the game. But he's so big time. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? If I need some documentation to release that, so we'll see. And then on the 15th, I'm releasing with Do or Die. And those are 2 records that are off of my Man, the Myth, the Legend album. I think I got another single after that with JT, the Bigger Figure, that's coming out that off that album. And then I'm gonna just go ahead and drop the Weed Man album like maybe like 1 month after June 16th. So like maybe August 15th, 10 days before my birthday, I'm gonna put out the Weed Man album that has a lot of those names that I named, like Mac Mall and RBX and some of the ones that I never worked with before that are just on the new project, you know?
That's huge, bro. That's huge.
Yep. So I just got a bunch of material coming after the Weed Man. I got the full length The Man, the Myth, the Legend album. I got an album that I just did with J-Bo from the Young Bloods out in Atlanta. And that came about by putting together a new album called Seattle to Atlanta. So I got the Seattle to Atlanta album coming out with all Atlanta artists that I met when I was out there with Kurupt and Daz in 2006 and 2005 that I networked with, like Sean Paul from the Young Bloods, Bo Hagan that used to be down with Lil Jon, J-Bo's on there, like Bubba Sparks, just a whole bunch of people that I met, you know what I'm saying, when I was out in Atlanta. So, and then from that stemmed a whole album with J-Bo from the Young Bloods called C-Lana, you know, kind of like Seattle, Atlanta, C-Lana. And then what else I got? I got an album with K-Town coming out. I got an album with an artist named 330 Stacks coming out called Baller Fall. And he's from Youngstown, Ohio, you know, kind of close out to where you're at. And yeah, I got some more shit I can't even remember, bro. I got so much shit. I got Washington's Most Wanted 2 volumes. I got a new album called Gameism. I got
Bro, your studio session bill got to be so goddamn high.
It is, bro. I'm going broke, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm addicted. It's like this is like an addiction.
But you're killing it.
I think I'm gonna slow down soon, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just I'm going crazy. Even though I'm getting everything for a deal and stuff like that, it still costs money though.
For sure.
Yeah. So yeah, bro. I probably got to slow down soon and start focusing on something else. It's the summertime anyways, and Vitamin D studio be super hot, you know what I'm saying, because of just the heat be so hot out here.
Yeah.
And then I like to work on my old schools. And so I'm going to just, you know, keep putting, I'm gonna fall back on the rap for a minute because I got enough albums to release for like the next 2 years or something like that, you know, to bring me up to like 60 albums or something, you know? And I'm gonna shoot a couple of videos. I'm gonna shoot a couple of videos this summer. I'm gonna do a couple of performances and just, you know, try to document what I can and just keep this shit lit, bro. And you know, hopefully somebody comes and gives me like a couple million.
Not a bad plan.
Hopefully somebody comes and gets me motivated to keep going and stuff, you know, because that's what keeps me going is the motivation. You know what I mean? When I hit Rapping Forte and he hits me right back and says, let's do it, you know what I mean? That's like more motivation, you know? When I hit Daz Dillinger and he hits me right back and he says, come on, DZ, send me the record, let's do it. That's just like more motivation, you know?
Yep.
So I'm just trying to stay motivated, man.
Hell yeah. No, I feel it. I feel it.
All right. Well, I appreciate you, Steve. Hopefully I see you this summer. I love you, bro. I'm going to send you our new song, you know what I'm saying, in the next couple of days when it's all mixed and you're going to love it. And, you know, you'll do whatever you do with it. And I still love our old song, and The Real Is Back. And I share that all the time and tell people about you and tell everybody you're my dog from out, you know what I'm saying, in the Midwest. And it's just all love, bro. You know it is.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I can't wait to get out there, bro. And I can't wait for you to come out here and come kick it with me, bro.
Come on, let's do it. Can we like make it something? Can we like make it a thing though, where like we actually like do like let's do like a show. Let's bring like SIBO or let's bring like I don't know, just like I'm gonna get the shit for us for peanuts, whatever it is. But let's try something. You know?
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's just try to throw like a little show. You know what I'm saying? Endorsed, hosted, and sponsored by EmceeTV type deal. You know what I'm saying? Just to elevate your brand and have Ray open up and have you open up and me and you and Ray do our songs that we got together and have your buddy CP come through and do whatever he got to do and just, you know what I'm saying, just kind of just do whatever we can to just make it as big as we can, you know what I'm saying, with a few dollars. Of course, it's going to cost a few dollars.
For sure.
But shit, I ain't tripping. I'll help you put up whatever we got to do to make it happen so that we can just have a new look and just touch some new faces and places and stuff like that, you know?
I'm gonna start making phone calls. We're gonna put it together, bro.
Yeah, just find a venue, you know what I'm saying, that could hold, you know what I mean, just 300 people. We like, I'm not saying like, let's keep our expectations to a minimum, you know what I'm saying, so we're not disappointed.
Sure.
Don't go get us some spot that holds 5,000 people and 400 people show up and we're like, we didn't do shit, you know?
Right.
Let's
No.
get us a small venue that packs 300 people or 400 people or 200 people even, or, you know, just let's throw a party and set it up somewhere, or just like, I don't know, bro. We could just do a meet and greet and just charge for VIP, and me and you would chop it up. We'll figure it out.
Hell yeah.
But I want to do something out there though, because we ain't never did it, and it just feels like it's something that we should do. And I'm sure if, you know, we piece up, you know what I mean, me, you, Ray, CP, Test One, like your whole squad, you know what I mean, just whoever, like everybody could put up a couple $100 and we can make this shit happen, you know?
Yeah.
They might, the venue might even give it to us for free, and say that they'll take the bar and we take the door, and stuff like that. However that works, you know. But let's do something like that. That's my idea for me coming there type deal.
I'm with it, bro. I'm gonna
Let's do that.
I'm gonna start grinding on it.
Let's bring Sebo.
Hell yeah.
Because he's a close buddy of mine. He got a lot of people know him. A lot of people like him, and I feel like he could get a couple hundred people out, you know.
Yep.
Me, you, Ray, Sebo, CP, Test One, like we could all get, with all us combining, we better be able to get 200 people out, or I quit.
Right. I'm with
right?
you.
Yeah, come on, man. We
Hell
sell
yeah.
the tickets for cheap, so like, you know, people are like, yo, this is too much. Like, sell that shit for $20, you know?
Yep. Pack it out.
Yeah, $20, 200 people, isn't that 4,000?
Yep.
Come on, man. We ain't looking to make $1 million. We're just looking to have a successful, you know, safe event and have a good time, you know?
Amen.
Yeah, so like make the phone call, see what venue, you know what I'm saying, gonna give us the venue for us to do something like that. Preferably a venue that already has rap artists there, that has like a history of having artists through there, so that it's not like a spot that's never done it before, you know what I'm saying? Because these little venues have their own following, it feels like.
Yeah.
Right? And we could do it this summer. Shit, we could get right on it. We could do it at the end of August and just promote for a whole month, you know what I'm saying? Just whatever we got to do.
I'm with it, bro.
All right, let's do it. And
hell yeah.
I'll be in touch, and I'll be in touch later this weekend with our new song.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll link up. We'll definitely make it happen. And hey man, this was your boy Wilson for EmceeTV.
Your boy DZ from Seattle, man, the Northwest Whale, the one and only, man, on EmceeTV, man, with my guys Steve, man, Wilson, you know what I'm saying? And shout out Ray, he couldn't make it, but that's still our guy.
Hell yeah! Shout out Ray, Tremaine, CP, everybody from Straight Vodka.
Hey,
I
did a couple songs with CP too. We never talked about it, but it's all good. We got it. It's coming out. He's releasing it whenever he says he's releasing out there. And me and Ray got a new song too. And I had the artwork done for him. It's like a trap house with a dog on the cover and stuff.
I saw that. The plug.
So I think Ray said that's coming out like on the 15th.
Yep. He was just talking about that on our last podcast.
Yeah, so I'm excited for that to come out, and you know, I really like Ray. We've been in contact ever since we linked up, and he's a good dude, and he got good raps, and he's just doing his thing. You know, I'm just supportive of everybody who supports me.
Hell yeah. Yeah, you've been legit ever since we first linked up with you, bro, and I appreciate you, man.
Come on, bro. I'm as humble as can be. All the shit I done, I could be like with my nose in the air, you know what I mean? Like charging way more than I charge for anything and stuff. I'm just like, yo, shoot me something so I could pay for this gas and this studio time. It's not like whatever we've been doing, I'm getting rich off of. So
right.
It's really just out of love, bro, you know?
That's exactly what I was going to say. You've been showing mad love ever since the jump.
Come on, man. You already know it's going to stay that way.
Hell yeah. All right, my brother. I'm out. Peace.
I'm out. Peace.
We've been known to snatch a piece or two. Y'all can't take over cause we gon' eat the you. Rock steady like a ginger brought Aretha through. This shit torture and I'ma keep feeding you. On that East Coast shit, y'all better duck down. Price on his dome, 5 on it like yuck mouth. When the plug get knocked, that's when the price jump. American Nightmare, that's where the Spice won. Rappers running like Ricky in the alleyway. Putting an end to the week, no Saturday. They want static, get it shaking like Cassius Clay. Passionate thugs mixing Douce with Alizé.
Don't play with us, them moves ain't got you safe enough. Yelling fuck 'em like Smokey off the angel dust. My life so real, sounds like I made it up. Been up so long, I don't remember waking up. Dangerous, sharper than a razor's touch. We hit that script and get the cake up. God hate ugly, so ain't no saving us. Been up so long, I don't remember waking up.
Big balls don't take